Thanks for tuning into this channel. On this channel, I make small adventures in nature. My main focus is on videography, birds and other animals. But this time, I have a slightly different approach. I will tell you about my new filming project. During the summer, I produced video footage for the National Museum of Finland. My goal was to create only 3 landscape videos, but not just any landscape. I tried to simulate the view that prevailed here in Scandinavia after the Ice Age, when the first hunter-gatherers arrived in this area. More precisely, I needed only 3 clips. The project was still challenging and taught me a lot. I'm now sharing with you my experiences in professional nature filmmaking. So here's how it went. In this first part, I'll tell you about filming a deciduous forest landscape. Filming just one clip might sound easy, but each landscape shot had its own challenges. The climate and conditions 10 or 7,000 years ago were very different from today. In fact, after the Ice Age, the climate warmed considerably, and here in Scandinavia, we lived in much warmer climate. The vegetation was quite different from what it is today. The spruce trees that dominate the landscape today had not yet spread here. Whenever I start work project, I want to do it carefully. I don't want to rush, but the most important thing is to enjoy the work. In this project too, there were some pleasant surprises, as there always are in nature photography. These surprises are worth seizing. Surprises can be good light, the opportunity to photograph an animal, or the chance to make some recordings. It is important to know the filming locations in your home region, how the light behaves in these places. There seem to be spruce trees everywhere, as well as human footprints. In this project, I had to balance how far I could go. However, the project was small enough that it was worth looking for sites a short distance away, so that I could get there quickly when the weather was right. As the suitable early summer greenery increased, I set out to scout suitable filming locations. Exploring and shooting was really fun because you got to move around in places you might not normally go at this time of year. However, I decided to look for a suitable location in one of Finland's best groves in Lohja region. I spent 2 days in hottest heat of the summer. I did get some good landscape shots, but also a lot of ticks on my skin. As luck would have it, the locations I chose had tolerable numbers of mosquitoes, even though there were huge numbers elsewhere. The trip was spent learning the right technique. I imagine I could shoot slow movement with the gimbal, but it is not good for shooting really slow movement, which should be rotated later as a loop. I ended up using good old tripod tilt technique, as it worked better. Eventually, I returned home, looked for a new location, and found a dusty slider in my storage. The old technique was perfect for my purposes. Finally, I found a suitable spot where the light hit beautifully. Then I had to wait for a windy and sunny day. In the spring, I found a lesser spotted woodpecker building a nest. I was able to follow the progress of the nesting during the summer. Occasionally, they would warn nearby. When I hid under a hood, the brown hair didn't notice me, but he could certainly smell my presence. A female noticed me. I had to leave quickly. As the summer progressed, I returned filming the lesser spotted woodpecker. The sun only hit the nest for a half an hour during the day. The summer progressed and I continued my project elsewhere. Occasionally, I still visited the grove. It was interesting to watch how the landscape changes as the seasons change. It's quiet here. No sign of woodpeckers. Only wood pigeons and tree creepers. Of course, there were clear goals for this kind of filming project. But it's worth setting similar goals for personal projects. When you have a clear goal, you will definitely go out and shoot. Ideas will start to emerge and the quality will improve.